Time now for Entre Nous. On the show today, we are pleased to welcome Marc Santenac, co-founder of MiraLudo. The French company designs, publishes, and distributes board games and other products for families and young adults. It's ideal if you think about all the long weekends we have here in France in the month of May. Marc, thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Now, historically, if we think about it, we have so many board games already in this world. If we think of Pictionary, Trivial Pursuit, even Monopoly, what made you think that there was a gap in the market that you should do something?
That's a big question. Thank you very much. I think people are playing more and more. So there is more and more opportunities to create new games because you were mentioning quite old.
That's true, but they're oldies but goodies, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. But people sometimes, need some new games and they enjoy new sort of game. Like nowadays, they are more playing with very short games, like 15 minutes game.
Because people have shorter attention spans.
Exactly.
No, but what I'm curious about is right now, given the age which we're living in, you were talking about AI and all these things all the time. How come you didn't opt to do like an app or something, but said, there is a market for board games?
What we observe for the last maybe 5 or 6 years, there is a very strong demand for interaction.
Human interaction.
Human interaction, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's a good news.
So this is after COVID?
Yeah, probably, yes.
Okay, so you have games for different age groups. Can you give us some examples of what your games entail?
Yeah, what we like to publish mainly are family games. So the age goes from 7 to no limit.
Yeah.
So because we really love people sharing around the table. So it could be friends, family, or sometimes solo games.
And one of the solo games you have is that vase which is next to you. Can you explain to us what exactly it is?
The solo game, you mean?
Yeah, the puzzle over there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is a vase puzzle, and this is a very new product, and it's a very strong tendency, like it's in between decoration and 3D puzzle. So when you finish a puzzle, you're proud to show it to your friends and family, and you can put it on a board at home, for example, and you can put water and a real flower inside.
But that is amazing, because a lot of people I know either have puzzles and are forced to frame it or just start all over again.
Absolutely.
So you have also this game over here, Devine Moi, Become Me, or Get to Know Me, right? Tell us, give us an example of some of the questions people can ask.
Yeah, it's a conversation game to know each other. You have
people who know each other play it, or if you don't know someone, you can play it too?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, both. It can be very funny if you don't know at all your friend, and it's a good way to discover each other. There are hundreds of questions. Could be very deep question, very easy question. For example, which flavor of ice cream do you like? And we have a multiple choice. There are 6 solutions you can choose, and this is a very not deep question. And another one could be if you had a pet, for example, what would you like? And the choices are a snake, a rat, an Egyptian cat, a spy, a pig, or a cock.
A rooster.
Yeah, thank you.
You sort of mentioned this before, that board games are becoming trendy and that people want something new. Why do you think that is? Is it just people want to interact, want to have fun, want to laugh? Why? What's making it trendy?
I think that mainly people want to interact, and some of us are a bit fed up with screens. So some of us want to change something about that. So and I think people want to spend time together, interaction and intergenerational.
Between generations.
Yeah, between generations interaction.
We are also seeing these board game cafes that have become a trend, where people go and they can have a drink and play games with people. So it is definitely a trend that is catching on. Now, you were mentioning that you travel also to get inspired for board games, and I believe you've been to Japan. Do those games that are hot in Japan translate to here in France, or do you have to make your own changes to them?
It really depends on the game, and Japan is a very good example. But games can come from Korea, China. We have very good publishers in Spain, Italy, etc. So most of the time we have to adapt them, and it could be a small adaptation or big one. For example, those two games are coming from Japan. They are very bestseller there, and we didn't change anything. It was so good, and we enjoyed so much, so we didn't change anything.
And what are you thinking for the future? Any new products that are not on the market yet that you could be considering?
Oh yes.
But you don't want to tell us? Can you tell us? Just a little sneak peek, but it'll be more board games or something else?
Our editorial is we are really focused on easy games, easy to play, easy to learn, and not expensive games. So that's
and about having fun and a good time.
Exactly.
Okay, Marc, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us on the program today.
Thank you so much.
And you can check out other editions of Entre Nous on our website, france24.com.